So now what is IVIM? What is the full form of IVIM, guys? IV is not intravenous, it is intravoxal. And what is IM? It is incoherent motion. So what is the incoherent motion that I'm trying to study? These are the perfusion changes that we are trying to study. So this is a modification of diffusion weighted MRI technique. Do you remember our box? Every time I teach you diffusion weighted, I draw a box, right? And I tell you that these are all the cells within a voxel. And what am I checking? I'm checking the random motion of, or the Brownian motion of the water molecules, right? Now, in addition to this, there is something else also which is going on. Do you agree there is some microcirculation in the blood vessels also in this box? We never accounted for blood vessels. So there are these microcirculation changes also which are going on, which we ignore when we do our diffusion weighted imaging, because I'm focusing on the Brownian motion. So अब हमें लगा कि no, but why are you ignoring that motion? That is also something which is diffusing, isn't it? Water is flowing. So why can't I use that information to actually know about the perfusion changes in this volume? So in this box, the new thing is now you bring in these capillaries also. There are capillaries in which blood is flowing. So why don't I study that? Understood? So that is IVIM. Don't you agree कि ये बढ़िया है? Because अभी तक हम perfusion के लिए contrast देना पड़ता है. Here I will not need to give contrast, isn't it? So this is what is the advantage of IVIM. Okay, so now let's do the theory. So this is a special diffusion weighted MR technique. This describes the microscopic translational motion of water molecules within a voxel. Ignore. ये पढ़ो. It includes both the true diffusion which you knew so far, which is Brownian motion, and it includes microcirculation, जिसको हम बोल रहे हैं pseudo diffusion. Understanding, everybody? So this is from the blood flow in the capillaries. So this is what is going to include both components. So now do you agree कि capillaries तो बहुत ही small है, तो इसके लिए जो हमारी B values होंगी, they need to be very, very low. Only then can I pick up this, very non-sensitive diffusion. Okay, so this is what is the crux of IVIM. You will be asked this in Viva, if you have any young examiner who's coming. So they will ask you what is IVIM. If you just tell them name and this much, they will be very impressed and you will 100% pass. Okay, so you have to say intravoxel incoherent motion is the full form. Full form आना fundamental है. Then you will say that it is useful to detect the pseudo diffusion. You will use that term. And what will you say? Pseudo diffusion is what is microcirculation. How better than perfusion? No contrast, right? I'm using the diffusion parameter only. Low B value is T2 image essentially. Correct. Kind of. Yeah, but it's still gradient, right? I'm still going to use the B value gradients, right? It will look like a T2, that's true, but still you have to use the diffusion gradients. Yeah. No. This is not similar to TOF at all. TOF is a post-contrast. It's a macrovascular, right? I am dealing with micro circulation here, right? We are talking about capillaries, perfusion versus angiography. TOF is angiography. This is perfusion. So this is non-contrast way of knowing perfusion. Okay? Fine. So it's the TOF counterpart of perfusion. चलो अब थोड़ा और पढ़ो. So you have low B value and you have high B value. So basically we use low B values lesser than 300 to 500 where the IVIM perfusion effects dominate, and higher B values where your diffusion, which is called as non-Gaussian or basically random. Gaussian is normal distribution, so random. Non-Gaussian is a fancy way of saying random diffusion. Okay, तो यही चीज आप ग्राफ में बनाते हो तो आप बहुत फैंसी हो जाते हो, isn't it? So see this. यही चीज है कि जब 1000 से कम B वैल्यू है तो यहाँ पे IVIM effect is predominating, and when you have higher B value तो kurtosis effect is nothing but diffusion, right? So random diffusion, so that dominates. तो इतना ही है इस ग्राफ में. Fine. Then what is the difference between regular DWI and IVIM? So IVIM is not a perfusion study. It's a diffusion study showing us perfusion. In one line, that's the gist. Okay. So DWI uses higher B values, reflects overall diffusion, does not distinguish capillary perfusion. Whereas this uses both. It separates perfusion and diffusion, and it quantifies perfusion's contribution to the diffusion signal. So more or less same thing, just, more words. तो थोड़ा सा और देख लो. So basically you have three terms. This is how the image is gonna look, right? So this is IVIM of a myxoid liposarcoma. So 3 parameters we get here. So this is what you should know. Like, it's good to know, not must know. D is the true diffusion coefficient. So this is what is your diffusion, molecular diffusion. D star is pseudo diffusion. So this is what is related to the perfusion. And F is nothing but the fraction of the signal contributed by the perfusion. Okay. So ये आपका diffusion का curve है. ये D star perfusion का curve है. And ये आपका F है, which is the perfusion fraction. Okay, so just need familiarity with it, nothing beyond it. All right, so this is very recent. You know, you just need to know the theory. Very few centers do it in India. You know, we used to, I think 1 or 2 studies of IVIM I had seen. Maybe they're doing more now in AIIMS. So technical considerations, typically 6 to 10 B values are used between 0 to 1000. Then, क्या? Meaning of all parameters. Okay. I thought me yawning. So you have D star, F. Meaning वही है कि D tells you about what is the diffusion contribution, D star is the perfusion and F is the contribution of the perfusion. Ratio है दोनों का कि perfusion की वजह से कितना diffusion को contribution था. बस उतना ही है meaning. ठीक है. चलो. So, क्या करना है? 6 to 10 B values लेते हो from low to high. At least half of the data acquired at B values less than 250. Yeah, so less than 250, very low B values पे आप लेते हो. Applications क्या है? Again, wherever we want perfusion, right? So, tumor characterization to see perfusion. That's it. So liver fibrosis, renal function, strokes are recent advances. So mainly wherever you want to do perfusion, in tumors you want to see increased perfusion. So that's the application, right? In stroke you want to see perfusion. So that's the application. Yes, it is very similar to K-trans of DC, you know, all the parameters that you, I don't know what's happening with my video, everything that you get with DCE and DSC, right? Your T1 and T2 star perfusion, similar sort of an effect without giving contrast. No, this is not arterial spin labeling at all. Again, that is angiography, right? Here we are dealing with capillary perfusion, not macrovascular perfusion. Okay. So this is non-invasive perfusion information without contrast. That's the biggest advantage. Simultaneously, you talk about diffusion and perfusion. Great for patients जहाँ पे gadolinium नहीं दे सकते, isn't it? Then limitations क्या है? So anything that's inherent to diffusion. So your patient motion, noise, physiological flow, in सब में problem है. And again, you know, your technical expertise needed here is something which is the biggest challenge. How helpful in liver fibrosis? Again, you know, your perfusion will decrease in fibrosed part of the liver. So that's the only thing, right? Basically, you will have your hepatocytes proliferating. तो जो आपका याद है sinusoidal model होगा उसमें perfusion कम हो जाएगा. So probably that's why. All right. So this is IVIM. Again, a very expected question.